Welcome to another podcast episode of the Limitless Podcast. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. It's been a long day of recording stuff. So, welcome to the Limitless Podcast with yours truly, Larissa, the host of this motherfucking badass bitch podcast. So, today we are going to talk about the fact that life is not a motherfucking race at fucking all. Like, it doesn't matter who tells you this, or where you hear it, or where you read it, or that you feel generally, or I mean, we all kind of feel this pressure where we're supposed to race and, compare ourselves to others and constantly keep on thinking of oh, am I doing better than the other person? Oh, I'm so far behind than the other person and whatnot. And I'm here to tell you that life is most definitely not a mother freaking race. It's not. You know, the the path that you have chosen for yourself, if that's for love, if that's for career, or if that's for money, if that's for building a house, finding a job, whatever it is, you don't have to race or run or chase anything. You can go with your own pace, at your own timing, with your own experiences, and without having to, compare yourself with anybody else. This is not a race. We're not racing with life and, who's getting a baby first, who's having a business first. And, it's just, it's not it. The more you compare yourself to somebody else and how they're doing and with their life, the more just it affects us in such a bad way, because you have to know that we all live a different life and we all have different experiences and we're going through different things. And yeah, I don't know, it's also social media in some ways is trying to make us feel like, oh, we have to rush, we're late. It's like, oh, if you don't do this before your 20s, you're fucked, or if you don't do this before your 30s, you're fucked. And it's like, wow, what is it all about, people going through things and doing things through their own timing and through their own pace? Some people have it way worse than I do. And, why should they be worried about being behind? And, oh, I'm in my 20s. For example, I'm not in my 20s, but this is just an example. If somebody's like, oh my God, I'm in my 20s. And, one of my friends is already married. I am so fucking late. What am I supposed to do? I'm a loser and whatnot. And it's like, it's especially when it comes to two, I feel like the two biggest factors to racing in life is getting kids and career wise. Or am I the only one thinking like this, or seeing it like this in our outer world? Why have we gotten to this point where, people are being judged for doing things at their own timing and, at their own whatever age they are doing and reaching goals and achieving things? Why is this such a big fucking deal? And why is it so bad if people do certain things at a certain age and achieve certain things at a certain age or whatever it is, you know? And that people are like, oh, you have to keep on going, you're behind, go, 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 oh my God, this person is doing this and I'm just still stuck here and this person's already there where I want to be. Like, oh my God, I have to keep on going. It's like so many people or again, social media is pushing us to feel like we're constantly behind, or we have to keep up. And oh my God, by this age I should have already done this, and by this timing I should have already oh, that was a stutter, already have done this and that. And it's like, what are you talking about, dude? Right? What are you talking about? I just don't understand this. Life is most definitely not a race. We don't need to race towards anything. Death is waiting for all of us by the end. So why should we be racing? the one race that I have done purposely was like, I mean, purposely and kind of not, is like, obviously I didn't really have a choice, but I grew up like really too fast. But then, I was like racing towards like, getting or becoming 18. Obviously, I didn't speed it up, but, I was just like, oh my God, closer to 18. Because, like, you can do certain things by the age of 18, at least here in Slovenia and like in Europe and stuff like that. And then you realize you become 18 and you turn into an adult and you're like, wow, I'm so fucked. Like, things are actually not as fucking fun as like everybody has been like telling it to us. It's almost like, wow, I just got fucking scammed. Like, what the fuck? Like, does anybody else feel like this? I know that a lot of people have felt like this, but yeah, like, I don't know what we're racing towards. Like, what? Like, the only people that we should be competing with is ourselves and our past self and the person that we were yesterday and the person that we were 5 minutes ago. Not what Sally does or not what, I don't know, Angela does. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. We shouldn't be like trying to push ourselves too much in a way, and trying to speed up certain things and speed up certain processes, because things are developing and going with its own pace, especially if it includes other people. We have this pressure of, oh wow, I'm not like married yet, I'm not engaged yet, wow, I feel like a loser because blah 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 is getting engaged, blah blah is getting married, and it's like this constant pressure of like racing against time. It's like, dude, time is so valuable. We don't need to race against anything. We don't need to race against anybody else. Like, we don't even need to race against ourselves. The only thing that matters is that we are motivated, that we keep on going, keep on walking towards our goals and dreams, and that we stay focused. We don't need to rush anything. We don't need to like speed up anything. We're always at the right time and at the right place when we need to be. So there's no need for racing. Where the fuck are we racing to? And it's almost like, if you think that you would like, you keep on racing to try to catch up with others or other people at your age when they did or reached something, and you're like, wow, time has flown by and I haven't enjoyed things. I haven't given things a second thought. I haven't been fully present in the moment because I've been racing and racing and racing. And honestly, that's kind of a waste of time, regardless, you know, whenever you reach whatever you want to reach. We are like, the thing that we do all the time is like, we're not present in the present moment, in the now. We're not taking in the colors, the smells, the imagery, the view around us, the people that are close to us and in front of us. We're constantly up in our heads trying to be like, okay, I have to get ahead, I have to get this star, I have to, I have to speed up with this, I have to, oh my god, I have to get my ass cracking on this because, oh my god, running out of time and blah 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 blah. And it's like constant fucking race again. And it's so unhealthy. You know, if you feel like you've been feeling this pressure of like, wow, I haven't achieved this at the age of somebody else and blah blah, like, you are not behind and you are where you are supposed to be, and you don't need to race anywhere. Do everything with you at your own pace, do everything at your own timing, and that's all that matters. Because you have done enough, you have achieved enough until this point, and even if you're not where you want to be, like, you don't need to rush and speed up anything. Like, enjoy your life, take in everything around you, because it's so valuable. We take things for granted all the freaking time. So just just take it all in, and work on things, and work on yourself, and work on improving things and work on expanding things like your goals and dreams and whatever it is that you have in your mind. But don't feel like any pressure. We usually like, obviously we feel that outside pressure from everywhere sorry, from everywhere else, but in the end the most pressure that we put on ourselves is us, not everybody else. Sure, we feel it. It's annoying. It's a lot, but in the end, the pressure that we feel the most is from ourselves, you know? And give yourself some breathing time. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some time to achieve things and work on things and develop things. Because the cheesiest saying of all time, Rome wasn't built overnight, because it fucking wasn't, you know? So as long as you stay consistent, as long as you stay on your path, on your course, and you just, put in the work and put in the time, you can achieve everything, even if it's a year later than whoever you're looking up to, or whoever is the same age as you are. There's these things or these posts that we see all the time where it's like, oh, millionaire at 20 or millionaire at 15, and wow, having it all, my husband, the money, the everything, my dream life at 25. And I you just look at that and you feel fucking discouraged, to be fucking honest, especially like me. Like, I am, a few months away, from turning 30. And honestly, I'm not at the same level as somebody else, but like, again, why would I be racing and being like, oh my God, I'm so behind because this person has already achieved it and I haven't? And like, fuck me and fuck my life. And I'm so talentless. What is that even a word? Talent without any talent. Or, I am not doing enough. I'm not it's again about all the timing and where you're supposed to be at that moment in time, like right now, and where you were supposed to be like 5 minutes ago. It's it's just that there is no need to try and speed up things. Like I said, if you realize that you've been like not doing enough or not working enough, or you've been like, procrastinating too much or being too much you're being or you were too lazy, it's nothing wrong with just, kicking it up a notch and doing things and, kicking yourself in the ass and getting things done. But there it's something else when we're trying to against we're trying when we're trying to race against the clock and race against whatever time to try and, whatever in our heads we're trying to keep up and, catch up with others. We don't need to catch up with anybody. We need to catch up with anything, you know? We don't. And all, like I said, that matters is that you just stay on the path. You stay on the right course. You don't get distracted, and you just, do your best, and that's all that matters, because what you're doing right now is the best that you could have done until this point. Maybe you could have done more. Sure. I say that to myself all the time. I'm like, I could have done more. I could have done this. I could have blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I could have, I could have, I could have, I could have. And it's like, no point to think about all the things that I haven't done or I could have done till this point. It's all gone in the past. When you think about it, all that matters is now, that you take action now, and then now you decide what you want to do now for the future, what you want to change and improve, or whatever it is. Even if you don't want to change and improve anything, but you just want to work on things and, go after whatever you want in life, that's good enough too. But just don't feel like there's any pressure there, because there's none, and you should just ignore it. All that matters that you just, look at yourself and look at what you can, in quotations, improve or change or whatever it is that you need in that moment. Or just be honest with yourself and you're like, okay, what do I need to do right now? Not what whatever person has done at the age blah 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 and what the other person has done at the age blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because you are you, you're unique, you're living your own life, you had experiences, you have done this, you're dealing with this. It's, you know, it's you we're talking about. You're unique. Nobody is like, there is no fucking copy of you that is like a person that is exactly doing things like you are, maybe, but there is not like a clone of you or something. You are you, you have gone through the things that you have, and you have done the best that you could have done, so don't beat yourself up. There's no need to rush, and just take, control into your own hands, and just, continue from now. Go on from now. That's all that truly matters. I really hope this helped in any way. I wish everybody a nice day or night wherever you are, and see you in another podcast episode. Hope to see you there. Have a nice time, and I hope you guys didn't hear that because of my stupid ass Logitech hub thingy. Whatever. Love you guys so freaking much, and see you another time. Bye.